Welcome to Joa Kirogo and Associates. My name is CP Daniel Kirogo. Today we want to talk about installment tax, and installment tax are part of the system of advanced tax payment that businesses and individuals must pay to Kenya Revenue Authority based on their expected annual tax liability. These are payments that are made throughout the year to help smooth running of the cash flow for both the employer, for both the taxpayer and government, which prevents large payments at the end of the year. And also, it is also a tax planning mechanism. We have quite a number of installment taxes, but today I want to talk about 4 installment taxes. The first one is installment tax or advanced tax payment. The second one is pay as you earn as part of installment tax. Value added tax as part of installment tax, and also installment tax on agricultural land. As I start with the first one, installment tax or advanced tax payment, this is a tax. The tax that businesses or sometimes individuals are required to pay in advance on the estimated year income for the year. The installment is primarily for the income tax and corporate tax liability. Installment tax or advanced tax payment basically is for the previous year. Like now in 2025, if for the year 2024 you made an income, you calculate 110%, and then you pay on installment and as an installment for the year 2025, and you pay in 4 equal installment. The second one is pay as you earn. As you know that this is an employer must deduct the pay as you earn from the employees and remit this to KRA before 9th of every month. While this is not technically an installment tax, it is a monthly payment that serves similar to the purpose of spreading out the tax liability. Rather than for paying the whole pay as you earn at the end of the year, you pay it on monthly basis, and that's why we are saying technically it's not an installment tax technically, but it's also a form of installment tax. The third one is about the VAT, value added tax. For business which are registered for VAT, and you know that we've done previous videos on VAT, the ratio and all that. Typically, for this one is paid on every month, on 20th of every month, so that you don't pay VAT lump sum for the whole year, and you pay each and every month. As that technically it might not be an installment tax, but it also can be classified as an installment tax. The third one is installment tax on agricultural land. Taxpayer in agricultural sector also do pay installment tax. They pay the first installment as 75% by 9th of the month, and also they pay 25% for the 12th month. So the balance of tax that remains, it is to be paid at the end of the 4th month for the year end. So, which are the tax installment due dates? So, especially for the main installment tax, which we said is the advanced tax payment, usually divide this on quarterly basis, that the taxpayer are required to make quarterly advance payment for the income. I had explained earlier that you calculate it on 110% as an estimation, and you pay for that. You pay it in advance for the year of income that you've not done, maybe your annual returns and all that. So the first installment you pay it on the 20th of the 4th month. So the first one you paid on April 20th, and this is based on 25% of the estimated annual tax liability. The second installment you pay it on the 20th of every 6 months, or 20th June, and you pay the 25% for the quota of this estimated tax liability. The third one you pay it on the 20th of the 9th month, or the 20th September, you pay the 20%, the 25% of the estimated, and the last one you paid on 20th of the 12th month, or 20th December, which is the final, which covers the remaining 25% tax liability. And then you'll have maybe once you do the installment tax, when you do the returns, you do what we call balance of tax, or you pay if you paid the installment tax and there's tax that remained. Once you do your annual returns, you will pay now the balance of tax that remains. So what if you don't pay this installment tax? What happens? So there are late penalties and interest that accrues if you don't pay installment taxes. So if any of the installment taxes are not paid by due date, the taxpayer is subject to penalties and interest that are calculated based on the amounts that has been delayed, and basically it is at 5% of the tax due, and on the penalties, and it accrues an interest of 1% compounding interest until you pay the installment tax in full. So if you have a business that is running and you're making a profit, or you declared a profit maybe a previous year like 2023, you need to be paying the installment tax. Because if you don't pay installment tax and you do the returns like the one that you're doing at the end of 30th June, and you have some liabilities that you have not paid, you will be subjected to pay penalties and interest. So it is quite important for you to understand about the installment tax. And if you need more information about this, kindly contact us through the contact that we provided there, so that we may shed more lights about the installment tax. Thank you very much.